Abu Bakr has died at a hospital after collapsing at home. He was 80 years old. So yeah, that's it.
Mm.
And there's of course a lot
Wow.
of comments about his a lot of comments under that post. It's a Facebook post with a link, and yeah, Abu Bakr is no more apparently. So that's and I was really hoping for Julian to be on because Julian would have an encyclopedic knowledge of what went on with the Jamaat al Muslimin and the impact that they had on Trinidad at the time, and of course continue to have on Trinidad and Tobago politics. And every once in a while, Abu Bakr would raise his well, I was going to say, well, the situation would raise its ugly head, let me put it that way, and cause some
Hmm.
problems in Trinidad and Tobago. But either of you remember when this situation happened in Trinidad and Tobago many moons ago?
Oh yeah, man, I remember that. That was insane. I remember I was just hearing adults. I was a little, I'm much, I was younger that time, and hearing,
Mm-hmm.
my parents and so discuss what was happening. We had,
Sorry.
yeah, we had very close friends who they'd have discussions with. It just seemed like something out of a movie.
Yeah, tell me about it. An unfortunate movie, and what do you call it? A thriller. Uh, Julian
Yeah.
Rogers, veteran journalist, joining us from the lands of wood and water. You're in my bad book this morning, but I know there must be some circumstance, so all is forgiven. Good morning, Julian.
Good morning to you. How are you doing? Sorry, Breds. I lost track of the time, but I was up early, and but anyhow, here I
Right.
am.
Great to have you, Julian. And you know what? I think, well, just to let you know that we have Kevin Hanley uh, over in St. Kitts, as well as Azem Bailey. They are all joining us from the Win FM studios. Unfortunately, the Rose Among the Thorns is not here today. She has asked to be excused. That's Jade Johnson, and I'm a little disappointed that she's not here because I think she was planning something for me, but that's okay. Julian, how are you doing? How are things? And give us a little rundown of course, that big story coming out of this church and this cult and the deaths and oh boy, I don't even know where to start with that. I don't
Wow.
know how you wish to coin it, but yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
You can't help but know about it or hear about it. Everybody's talking about it left, right, and center.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of gives Jamaica a not so good picture, right?
No, it
Let me
does not.
just let me just say that.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go to the Jamaica Observer website, you'll certainly get the very latest that we've been following on this story. There's so many angles. Unfortunately, it hit very it hit home to us at the Jamaica Observer because one of the people killed actually worked in our group at ATL, and so we
Mm-hmm.
recounted her story yesterday, as told by the people who work with her in the offices out at Montego Bay. Very very sad story indeed. Uh, it is just ongoing. The police, of course, continuing their investigations. We're learning a lot more about this man who led these people off the beaten track, so to speak. And he's got properties, etc., and cars and whatever else, and literally living the big life,
Mm-hmm.
supported by people who I said we should do a thing called blind faith because this is exactly what it is. And the great worry in some quarters is that there may be other people conducting the same kind of campaigns and duping people, etc., to following them under these circumstances. A very, very sad story indeed. So the story today is about one of the victims telling all. Apparently, there's a $100,000 fee to stay in Smith's Ark, where congregants slept on the floor and were fed dumplings and mackerel gravy. So while he was living high in the hog, the people who followed him were certainly suffering very badly. And I don't know. There's I kind of lost for words as far as this story is concerned because it is so heartrending, and particularly that the man has literally taken advantage of so many people over time. So that's the number one story in town. Uh, the
Just
COVID situation.
hold on
Yeah, go
before
ahead.
you go on to COVID.